The 13th chapter of the Apocalypse also describes a second beast. Then I saw another beast come up out of the earth. It had 2 horns like a lamb's, but spoke like a dragon. It wielded all the authority of the first beast in its sight, and made the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast, whose mortal wound had been healed. It performed great signs, even making fire come down from heaven to earth in the sight of everyone. It deceived the inhabitants of the earth with the signs it was allowed to perform in the sight of the first beast, telling them to make an image for the beast who had been wounded by the sword and revived. It was then permitted to breathe life into the beast's image, so that the beast's image could speak and could have anyone who did not worship it put to death. It forced all the people, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a stamped image on their right hands or foreheads, so that no one could buy and sell except one who had the stamped image of the beast's name or the number that stood for its name. Apocalypse 13:11-17. The most basic question that one can ask about this beast is whether or not it is intended to be understood literally or symbolically. I propose that the traditional, straightforward understanding of the second beast is the correct one. That is, that it is intended to be understood symbolically, and that it is a symbol of a false prophet. There are 3 straightforward reasons for concluding that the second beast is intended to be understood symbolically. First, the details of the beast's appearance are unusual. It has the horns of a lamb, but it speaks like a dragon. Indeed, the fact that it speaks at all proves that it is not a mere animal. Second, the details of the text only make sense if they are about a person. The second beast performs great signs, and he gives instructions. Third, I concluded that the first beast is symbolic, and the goal of the second beast is to cause the inhabitants of the earth to worship the first beast. Therefore, it would be odd if the first beast was a symbolic beast, but the second beast was a literal beast. The relationship of the second beast to the first beast is analogous to the relationship between John the Baptist and Jesus. That is, both the second beast and John the Baptist dedicate their efforts to promoting devotion to another person. The obvious difference is that John the Baptist promoted devotion to Jesus, the Messiah, while the second beast will promote devotion to an evil impostor. Later in the Apocalypse, the second beast is referred to as the false prophet. The beast was caught, and with it the false prophet. Apocalypse 19:20. Act where the beast and the false prophet were. Apocalypse 20:10. The Greek word used here is pseudo-prophetes,